We had our #1 sales rep in the company. He was in New York City. You know, he was a top producer, if not the top producer in sales. This individual, for some reason, believed he was above the core values, above the company because he generated the revenue. I think the biggest test of one's core values is living and breathing it, but more importantly, firing and hiring based on it. He never believed that we would terminate based on his inability to align with our values. I recall that day, you know, we were having a three-way conversation with a leader, myself and him, and he just believed he was untouchable. And then I said, hey, if these are the actions you're going to take across our company to various different team leaders, we're not going to tolerate it and we're not going to have you. And he said, so what are you saying? I said, then maybe you need to find a new home. Maybe your skills are better suited at another company, or your actions are better suited at another company. And he said, so are you firing me? I said, well, I think you're firing yourself. He's like, you'd never do that. And I said, yes, I will. Yeah, I really want to help you, but you're just seemingly thinking you're above because you generate revenue. It became adversarial. And I just said, hey, listen, you know, consider today your last day. And he's like, are you firing me? I said, I already did. I'll tell you, that was a big test on my leadership and our culture of our company. But on that day, we were tested. We were tested on, do those values really mean something, or are they just something on the wall? On that day, I think we elevated the culture of our company, who we are. It also defined who we're not. And I think oftentimes culture is not only defined about what you do, some of the perks, but it's often predicated on what you tolerate. You're either living and breathing the values of our company, working to become a better version of yourself inside those values, or you're not. And if you're not, that's okay. We just don't want you here.